Hey, how you doing? Hopefully everybody having a good day. You know the vibes. So I just wanted to put out like a little video, like a disclaimer, and like kind of explain things a little bit. The When you're dealing with like astrology and the study of like the planets and the stars and how they interact with the Earth and how the energies give off on the Earth, it's a couple things you got to know. One, your spirit, and I'm using the term spirit because I don't have a better word for it. I don't really have a word for it because the English language is kind of limiting. So I don't have a better word for it. But some people call it spirit. Some people call it. And it's just it. Like I guess the closest term that I could say would be nothingness. Like your. I don't know if anybody's seen like is it Ghost in the Shell? I don't know if anybody's seen it, but it's like it's kind of like that's exactly what it is. Like you have a avatar or a host body or whatever the case may be, and then all that does is just you interact and you interact with the shit around you. Like it interacts with the shit around you, so you're not this. That's why like seeing stuff from a bird's eye view, you can see it above. So it's like you're controlling this avatar, like this right here. You're controlling this. Um, and with the way societies go and the way stuff is run, they've figured out a way that I don't want to say higher up people because it sound like paranoia, but it's not paranoia. Like it's just what's happening. Like they figured out a way to trap you down here into different shapes and illusions and stuff like that. But the reason why I look at astrology and the planets and the way I look at it is because it helped me point me in the direction of why I had certain traits and why I did certain things and why other people didn't do certain things either. So that's why I looked at it. And hopefully, like with this channel and what I'm putting up, hopefully it just points you in the direction of yourself. I don't want to take away anything from you figuring out you. And to be honest with you, like I have like an analytical mind. I like doing research. So for people, some people can figure everything out without needing astrology, without needing to look at it. And for other people, some will be interested in looking at it. So this is people do what they want to do. But so your moon sign is your internal energy, your internal emotions, your internal feelings, your like what makes you feel, what kind of actions and what kind of environments and what makes you feel comfortable. And your moon sign is also subconsciously the type of people that you draw into your life because the moon is emotions and water and feelings. So your sun sign is like how you express yourself, and the moon sign is kind of how you comfort yourself, kind of thing. So like I know it don't look like it because I'm just starting. So for what I'm saying, I don't know if you got something you want to say, get off your chest. But basically the like my moon is in Aries. I've realized that like physical activity and coming up with new ideas and basically like exercising my energy, like that makes me feel comfortable. Like it's weird like that. I don't feel comfortable unless I have an outlet to for the energy to do something. So I really don't feel comfortable like that. Like that's what I'm starting to realize about myself. And the Virgo is the the sun's expression. So you have a sun expression and your soul's expression. So I have that energy and how it pushes out as me being a Virgo. I'm always analyzing. I'm always jumping from thought to thought to thought to this to go here, go here, go here. So that cardinal energy, because Aries is cardinal and Virgo is mutable, and that's an in conjunction as well. I'm gonna do a series on like dealing with inconjunctions and shit like that. But basically, not yours, mine. That's how mine filters out. So it filters with details. It filters with analyzing. It filters with basically jumping to conclusions like in extreme measures though, like based on details, jumping to this and jumping to that. So that's why I realized how my filters are, and that like kind of helped me figure out a better routine on how to deal with myself. You know what I'm saying? Because like I feel like first of all, if you can't deal with yourself or appreciate yourself, like you can't really deal with other people. So to me, so that's your moon. Your moon is what makes you feel comfortable, and also the people that you draw in your life. And like for the life of me, even when I like did the research and like thought back, everybody that was like we might have fell out or we might have like distance because fire also separates because fire also sees their own points of view. So like everybody that is in my life around me is I'm always around Leos, Aries, and a couple Sagittariuses, but for the most part I'm always around like Leos. Me and Aries be cool, but like I be too want somebody in a relation in a dealing with an Aries. Like I'm gonna want my alone time and to do my own thing, and the Aries gonna want their alone time to do their own thing. And I always ended up butting heads because me having that Virgo sun, I come off as like not being aggressive, or I come off as like not like you know what I'm saying, like not really being that cardinal, or like I remember this one time somebody was like, "You come off as like a sidekick," and I was like, "A sidekick," and I'm like, I knew that wasn't the case because of how I thought, and it was just kind of like I didn't take it personal. It was just more so like I don't show my cardinal all the time because it's like cardinal fire mixing in with mutable oath, not oath, but mutable earth. So it comes off as me like I know how to do it better when I'm alone. When I'm around people, I kind of know how to tone it down. But it's funny because it's that only and I realized that that only happened when I was hanging out with other Aries people. I would kind of pull mine back because it wasn't. I was trying to do what was needed, and sometimes like dealing with Aries, like they'll do a bunch of shit that's not required. I'm not throwing shade, but it's a lot of times like Aries will waste energy doing stuff that don't matter. And then when it comes time to do the stuff that actually matter, they don't have the energy to do it. So that's where I think it came into play. Like the Aries energy wasn't necessarily needed in those situations, so I pulled it back. But when I would hang around Leos, I was like all over the place. Like I was expressing myself, doing all this coming out of my all this other stuff because it's like the Leo and the Aries, Leo fire is fixated enough to have the Aries run around and do shit, and the Leo not be like threatened by it. I'm not saying like the Aries I was around were like threatened, but like even because I have a moon Aries, I can attest to it. Like you want to be the only one, and it's not like it's to the point of like you don't even want praise and admiration. It's like no, I'm gonna be the only nigga. Like I'm out here. That's how it come off, bro. Like that's what it is, bro. Like that's that lower form. Like that's what it is. So like like when you got two Aries dealing with each other and one of them is not, they both not evolved, then you gonna have that whole I'm doing this, and it's like when you try to add on to Aries energy, they like it'll like take it away, like they don't appreciate it because they feel like the add on is them not being complete to themselves, which is like it. It's weird, but I get it, but it's like some things you don't have to. We in a collective, like being on the planet Earth. This is a lesson that I had to learn, like deep down, like I really had to learn this shit, like we in a collective. So us being in a collective, yeah, you can have your personal motivations and your personal things, but you got a whole world that you share things with. So you can't like run over people. You can't let people run over you. It's like a balance act. That's why Libra is the opposite of the polarity of Aries. You have to balance it. If you might be too accommodating, and you have to be about yourself, and you might be too selfish and become more accommodating. So it's like the balance act. So I had to do that without emotion. So like when I would all the Aries people that would come into my life, they would like be kind of like selfish, but like they give you stuff, but like when it came to like ideas and what you want to do and stuff like that, if it wasn't what they wanted to do, they didn't really rock with it like that. And then when I got around Leos were more like just express, like we don't care, like you know what I'm saying, like I'm expressing, you expressing, I'm doing this, they doing this, it's like whatever. And then when I got around, when I get around Sagittarius, it's like it, it's weird, like like I can I can express, like with Leos, it's like fun. I have fun around Leos a lot, but when I'm around Sagittarius, it's still fun, but it's more of a like mental. It's a more mentally stimulating than being around a Leo. Like when I'm around Leos, we just kind of kick it, and that's what I'm saying. Like me and like all my like friends, like all my good friends, be Leos. Like I I like or like even girls I hook up with, are Leos. The closest things that have come to like relationships have been with like Sagittariuses, and it's like I've learned a lot from dealing with Sagittariuses. Like it's like dealing with her. I remember I was messing with a girl. She had a Sag moon, and like it was always like, well, damn, maybe I should. Like I always learned more from dealing with Sagittariuses than I did with Leos. With Leos, it was just we out here. You know what I'm saying? It's just fun. But like I said, dealing with Sagittariuses, I had to like learn. Even without me trying to learn, I was like, well, damn, maybe they was right about this. But so those are the type of people that I draw in. But I got a theory, because if you like your moon sign, you would be, if you get more comfortable with your emotions, and like that goes for any of the moon signs. If you got a fire moon, a water moon, a earth moon, an air moon, because I think this video gonna kick off the moon sign series too. But like you're basically like, if you get more comfortable with your emotional body, you still gonna draw those same elements, but you would draw people that's more comfortable with that version of the solar expression, if that makes sense. Like it is what it, like that's like how, like say for instance, like when I was around my one friend, I had my moon, my like I said, having a moon in Aries, and if you don't assert yourself with a moon in Aries, like all that energy just get bottled up inside you, and it just like it doesn't it don't work if you like leave it internalized for too long, because it start corroding, and you don't want to move with nothing. You don't want to move with it. So it was more one of them things, like I was around my Aries friend, but it was like you can do you, but don't do not. It wasn't do it better than me. It was don't do it before me. That's what I was picking up on. It wasn't like be better or get attention over me. It's just don't move, don't initiate before I initiate. That's what it was. Because I kind of found out the homie he had a moon Aries. He had a sun Aries with a moon in Cancer, so he was double cardinal. And when we was dealing with each other, it was like, don't move unless I move, type thing. So it was like, but I know things and how to move as well. So it was kind of just like, for me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I needed to listen to my own cardinal energy, and that's a lesson. Everything is a lesson. Like, okay, so you move on your own cardinal energy versus waiting on other people, because it's difficult, because having that Virgo sun up front, they having Virgo up front and being mutable, it wants to gather all the details before it moves, so that way it don't have to step backwards. But that's just an example. I'm gonna stop talking about me, it's about y'all. But basically, like, if you get more comfortable with your moon energy, you will bring in more people that are comfortable with expressing that similar energy outwards in the open. So then you got your solar. So your solar expression, because your solar expression is not like people want to say it's like your physical body, which your solar expression also plays out in your physical body, but your solar expression is your actions. So how you act how you act out in this physical body, like your actions, how your actions play out in your physical body. You got a earth sign too, but I'm a get on that as well. But like This is your actions, how you act out in your physical body. So if you get more comfortable with acting in your nature, then you will draw people that appreciate how you act in that nature. You dig what I'm saying? Like instead of you like, oh, well, I gotta act this way. People would be more comfortable with you acting in that nature. They appreciate you for being you, but in order to do that, you gotta be you. So remember, your sun, your moon is your your comfort. What makes you comfortable, and your your solar is how you act. So like I'll give an example. Like if you let's just say like if you were a moon Taurus, you might be comfortable with stability and having a good foundation and routine and all this other stuff and like because Taurus is still ruled by Venus and Venus is still relating and pleasures and having a good time and food and nice stuff and making other people feel comfortable home. So that might be something that you're comfortable with. So your actions, say for instance your son was a Cancer, so you might do this in a cardinal emotional way. You might know how to set your home up to make other people feel comfortable, or people might come talk to you, or you might want to nurture people and stuff like that. So your whole thing is, but you might do it in an emotional way instead of more of a physical way. Like you could have a home and people might come to your house because of the fact that when they come to your house they make them feel comfortable. You can talk to them, they can talk to you. You can you know what I'm saying? You nurture them, you support them because cancers when they in their good bad, cancers are like actually pretty supportive when they want to be, but they can go overboard with the support energy. But for the most part, they really like supporting other people. So if you're one of those people that like that come to the cancer and the cancer motivate you and support you, it's like they pouring water to grow help you grow your ideas. So that's one of them things. So it could be you could have that Taurus nature, but the actions of the cancer might be you supporting them emotionally and making them feel comfortable emotionally. So that's how the moon and sun sign relationships play out. But if you in your solar, you should appreciate your actions and how you do things for yourself and act upon in your nature. So then that way, when you act in your nature, instead of you trying to figure out well why these people don't really appreciate how I act or how I do things, you would just draw people into you that appreciate how you act, appreciate what you do. So that was just a little sun moon breakdown. I'm gonna start my moon side series, but you know the vibes. Everybody have a good day.